Good morning, friends. Long time no see. I really want to change the layout of this room again. I think this past year has taught me my strengths and my weaknesses. The new iPad Air, guys, it's like a mini laptop. I had an epiphany. I should just reopen my clay pre-orders. The last time I vlogged was about a month ago. The reason it's been so long is because I was actually in Vietnam for the past month with my family, which I'm so grateful I was able to do that. It's only because of you guys that I was able to pay for my family's flights there and help support them and support myself while we were gone for a month. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I feel like so much happened in Vietnam. Long story short, my trip was great. I got sick though. If you're also Vietnamese, you might know the feeling of like your family just driving you crazy, but you still love them. Obviously, I dyed my hair, but other than that, not much has changed. It's a really gloomy and cold day here in Colorado. I'm also feeling a bit under the weather. So today we're just gonna do a cozy little spring refresh. Okay, so here's the plan. I really want to change the layout of this room again. I know it feels like I'm always rearranging things, but it's because in my heart of hearts, I think I'm ready to move, but my lease isn't gonna be up for quite a bit. So I think moving things around will help me feel a bit more refreshed. Also, these windows are just really bright and it really hurts my eyes. I love the look of a desk in front of windows. I feel like that's just been my go-to setup, but I think I just need to grow up and realize that my eyes hurt. Like, I don't know if you can tell, my eyes are always red, and I think it's because I'm always staring into the sun. I also really want to organize my storage unit and my clay cart because I want to start sculpting more. So I feel like if I know where everything is and I get rid of all the clutter, it'll make it just that much easier for me to make art like seamlessly without any friction. Right now everything is just everywhere. There's also a lot of old crusty supplies that I need to get rid of, and I want to write a list of supplies I need to replace as well. Real quickly, I'm just gonna style my hair. This has been my favorite way so that it's out of my face. I just braid it like this, loop it behind, and I take an elastic and I tie it once, and then around the second time I'll make a little bun. I just feel like this is a really cute hairstyle. I've been doing this a lot ever since I dyed my hair because they had to bleach it twice and therefore my hair is pretty damaged. So this is kind of like a little protective hairstyle and it's super fast. Okay, let's begin. For the desk, I've tried many different options before. I've tried it in front of the window. I've tried it along the wall. I've even tried the command position like in my other room setup. None of them worked for me. So I went back to Pinterest and I saw one setup where the desk was perpendicular to the window. So if this doesn't work for me, I don't know what will. I'm telling myself that if I get everything done today, my reward will be unboxing this. The current time is 12:37. I think it'll only take like an hour max. Okay, so I cleared all of the miscellaneous stuff off my desk. Actually, this is the last thing. Now I'm gonna turn the desk 90 degrees this way because I'm right-handed. So when I'm sculpting and I'm filming, the sun will go this way and the shadow will go past my hand instead of on the sculpture. Okay, it's now 1:05. I spent like 10 minutes just lollygagging on my phone, but quick update. I think I love it. At first, I really didn't know how to feel, but I think this could work. Between the two tables, there's still plenty of space to roll around freely with my chair. There's definitely plenty of space to walk around. The main difference now is that the view from the couch is just of my desk, but I think that's fine. I did end up having to unplug a lot of things, so I'm gonna work on my cable management now. I also ideally want to actually clear this desk and have it be mostly empty. As you can see, this desk has just turned into like a sloppy place for me to put random things, but I find that the clutter actually stresses me out. And yesterday I was filming and I realized that this table can be a really good platform for me to get these really cool overhead shots, but it only works if the desk is clear to have enough room for my tripod. So for the sake of easier filming and peace of mind, I want to find a place to put all of these. Ironically, if I can find a place for all of these, I'll actually be able to use the table more because there won't be so much stuff on it. Quick lunch break because I'm feeling a little sick. I'm gonna make myself some chicken noodle soup, but instead of wheat noodles, I'm gonna use these glass noodles. I have some chicken bone broth that I'm just gonna use to make a really easy soup. I'm gonna add in some leftover chicken bits from yesterday's lunch, and then I have a ton of leafy greens to add in as well. Real quickly, this video is sponsored by Quince. In the spirit of spring cleaning, I really wanted to downsize my wardrobe this year with clothes that are made with high quality fabrics, ethically made, without breaking the bank, and Quince does exactly that. By working directly with top tier manufacturers and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you exceptional quality without the markup. So let me show you all the pieces that I chose. So this is one of my favorite pieces. It's this beautiful boat neck sweater made from 100% Mongolian cashmere. You can wear it normally or off the shoulder. I think it's so chic and perfect for spring. It's super lightweight but still warm. I also got this sweater. It's a cotton cashmere blend. Super cute with a skirt, or I can wear it with jeans. I also got this beautiful linen dress that has pockets, and of course this organic cotton sweater and these barrel jeans. They're just so comfy and versatile, and it feels even better knowing that they're made with materials and designs that stand the test of time. All their pieces feel nicer and last longer while using high quality organic materials. So yeah, thank you to Quince for sponsoring this video. Elevate your wardrobe essentials with Quince. You can click on my link below for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Hi guys, it's 7 p.m. now. I wanted to show you how pretty my apartment is right now. As an artist, I love seeing complementary colors. So it's like the red with the green, but also the orange against the blue sky. It was even prettier just like a minute ago before I pulled out my camera because the sun is setting right now, but so cozy.
Charlotte calls her perfect boyfriend asked her if she would have.
Alright you guys, so this is where we left off a couple days ago. The room looks stunning so far, and we're experimenting with adding some plants here and there. Mr. Uncomfy moved in some of these monsteras. These are actually ones that he cut from the main plant and is propagating, so we'll see how this goes. And we also have these two spider plants that have been living on the windowsill in the kitchen, so they're already used to all this direct sunlight. So I'm not concerned about these guys at all. And we have this guy here, which I don't know the species of this plant, but we might have to move him out of the direct sunlight soon, but we'll see. Basically, I love this setup, but when I was taking a second look at it, I was like, something's missing, and what's missing is a giant background of pothos that has been prevalent in most of my YouTube videos for all of the previous years. I want to move these books so that I can put this guy over here. And I think that'll make the background much more interesting. Also, I still have to move all of this stuff. I have to declutter, all of those things. I meant to do that yesterday. I didn't get to it, so we're gonna do that today. But yeah, so far I've been really loving this setup. It's been so much better for my eyes. Like yesterday I was actually able to sit at this desk and edit for like 3 hours straight. I'm even able to like actually close the blinds but still have plenty of sunlight coming through. Like even if the shade is closed, I still have this window, and ironically I'm able to use more of the sunlight because the desk is oriented this way. Like if my desk was still this way, then most of the sunlight would actually land on the floor instead of my desk, but now my desk is oriented to catch most of it, so that's been really nice. I also have the cutest little window to see Winnie whenever I want to, because she likes to sleep on the couch while I work. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this beautiful task lamp that I got from, I'm blanking on the name, but I'll put them right here. It's hard to tell, but that lamp is also light pink, so there's quite a bit of a theme going on here. I've actually had this lamp for months now, but it was actually on Mr. Uncomfy's desk, so now that I have a bit more room, I decided to take it back.
Turn the key and cooler on. This a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun.
Hello friends, quick update. I finally finished this wall here. I would love to get some more artwork all around, but I think for now I'm pretty happy with the spacing of everything. There's tons of plants now, which is what I wanted, but most importantly, the desk is cleared, so there's room for me to do some sculpting possibly. I also took the time to clean out some of the storage things on this pegboard, so I can actually use the pegboard for storage as it was intended. Maybe I can put some of my sculpting tools up there as well. This is honestly taking forever though. It's already 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a break and eat some lunch. I'm gonna go for a walk, and then afterwards when we come back, I think I'm gonna set like a 1 hour timer to just do as much as I can, and that will be it for today. I have a really hard time with time management and fixating on things, but I want to remind myself that the end goal of this is so I can get back to work. I could theoretically rearrange things for days and it'll never be like perfect. It just has to be, you know, what I'm happy with as of now. So.
In pain. Those are massive injuries, months of recovery. Keep them alive after all that? It's not humane.
Alright guys, it's finally time. I know I said I would only unbox these when I was done organizing everything, but I'm just gonna open this up now as my little reward for like showing up every day, especially yesterday. I'm really proud of myself for getting up and recording a vlog even when I wasn't feeling that great. I hope it shows you guys how much I love making things. Like even when I'm sad, making videos like this helps me feel better for some reason, so. Yeah, apple sent me the new iPad Air. This is the 11-inch with the M4 chip Wi-Fi and cellular. It's supposed to be a really super powerful, lightweight alternative for a cheaper price than the iPad Pro. They also were kind enough to send me the Magic Keyboard. I've never used the Magic Keyboard before, so I'm really excited for this. And of course, the Apple Pencil Pro. All right, let's open her up. Super, super thin. Okay, yay, it's just transferring the data from my old iPad to the new one. They were so kind enough to set up the cellular function for me. So at least for the next 30 days, I'm gonna be able to connect to the internet wherever I am, regardless if there's Wi-Fi or not. So that'll be really, really nice. Let's open these guys now. Whoa. It's like a full-on laptop. Whoa, you can adjust it too. And I think it's just MagSafe. Oh, you guys, it's like a mini laptop. Oh, okay. I understand now. It can only open to 90 degrees, but then you tilt the screen using this. I see. Okay, this is so cute. And when I'm not using the Magic Keyboard, I can just use this folio case. I got my very first iPad in 2018. I was a senior in high school and I was determined to not have to use a computer. And now it's 2026, so 8 years later. Throughout those 8 years, I mostly used the iPad for drawing and sketching. So I imagine most of the time I'll just be using this smart folio case. For the past year, I've been not really designing any new things, and I really want to change that. I really want to design more characters and more stationery and sticker sheets. So I think this iPad came at like the perfect time. Speaking of drawing, I almost forgot about this guy. The inner child in me is freaking out. I feel like this has always been a dream of mine to get sent stuff from Apple, and this is the first time it's ever happened. So feeling so grateful and even more determined to work extra hard this year. This past year has been very transitional for me, very exploratory. I was traveling a lot, working on my inner self a lot, and I think only through stepping away from my art was I able to realize how much I love making art and how much I miss it and how much I love you guys. So yeah, I'm getting emotional. It's been a really rough few months for me. Thank you for being so patient with me. While I've been not being as consistent as I want to be, I really want to be the type of person who does what they say they're gonna do. I think that's like the only way for me to build confidence again. Of course, be kind to myself and allow myself to take breaks, because breaks are productive. You know, trying to rewire my brain to be like that too. I'm really determined to work on my art again and be more consistent on YouTube again, so. Yeah, I love you guys very much. Okay, while this data is transferring, I am gonna start working on all of this. I had an epiphany, and it's that I should just reopen my clay pre-orders, like either tonight or tomorrow. Because at least on YouTube, I feel like for the past couple of videos, I've been tinkering with the idea of reopening my clay shop, but like in this whole new, different, big, official, better way than ever before. But after being gone for a month, you know, all of that momentum kind of died down. The good thing about being sad and crying yesterday was that the funniest thing happened. I was on the couch and suddenly the idea of opening up my pre-orders came to mind. Even though for the whole morning I wasn't able to get up, I was able to stand up right then. And I think it's because, for once, it's something that I know I'm good at and I know how to do it. So why not just do it? I think I've taken a long enough break to feel rejuvenated again and to feel love for my craft again. Originally, I was planning on, you know, making a certain amount of items and pre-making things and selling them that way. But I really don't think as a person I have the discipline and regiment. I really do think I need the fire under my butt, which is a pre-order. The fact that someone has already placed an order for me to actually make it. And the good thing about pre-orders is that there's really no waste of materials. I'm not gonna like overstock anything ever, really. I'm really determined to open pre-orders, at least just a small amount, so people can actually buy them. So then I can actually make things, because I miss it so much. So yeah, as of right now, my clay box is a mess. There's like a ton of liquid clay just pooling at the bottom of this for some reason. Get all my colors and my supplies in order. So yeah, we're gonna clean up and then open my pre-orders. I think this past year has taught me my strengths and my weaknesses as a business owner. As you guys know, I've been really focusing on my coloring books and my plushies for the past year. And for that kind of business where you're designing things ahead of time and then, you know, having someone manufacture it, it takes a lot of lead time. It takes a lot of planning ahead. I didn't realize this about myself until this year, but I'm actually a very spontaneous person. For example, when I went to France, my friend had just DM'd me on Instagram, basically asked me if I wanted to go to France in like 2 weeks, and I said yes. Same thing with dyeing my hair. If I just have the tiniest inclination that I want to get a haircut or want to color my hair, I'm probably gonna book an appointment like the next day. And I don't know what it was, but I think this past year I was practicing restraint and strategy and planning, which are all like really important things for growing a business long term. But I think in the process, I really lost my way as an artist. And the artist in me is the intuitive one, is the spontaneous one, is the one that just feels her way through things and doesn't think about things too much. That version of Tammy is what got me here this far, and now I think I'm finding my way back to her. I don't know if that makes any sense. Sometimes I feel really silly showcasing myself stumbling through life online for everyone to see. But I also think that's really beautiful, and it's why I fell in love with YouTube and blogging in general. I guess this is the true reality of running your own art business, is like feeling all of these feelings of doubt and having to take a step back, try new things, and realizing what actually works for you and what doesn't. Okay, so here's the progress. I cleaned up a lot of the clay, and then these are all my random bits and bobs like cookie cutters and molds that I've made as well, and also some reference pieces, which I like to use to reference. Old jars that are really ergonomic for me to hold while I'm sculpting. I also use these acrylic stamps because they're much more aesthetic for videos, but on the day-to-day, I love to use an old jar. It just feels so much better. This is where I would usually put eye pins, head pins, like things to actually turn pieces into like keychains or charms, but I can't find them. Like, I don't know if I ran out or if I just misplaced them along the way somehow. This is liquid clay that I assume spilled out of the bottle. And then it dried up. The texture of liquid clay is almost like oobleck. Luckily, it's solid enough for me to scrape it off. This is what liquid Sculpey looks like, by the way. I don't know why there's different packaging all the time with this brand. I'm gonna put them in here, so if they spill, they won't be all over the whole bucket. Here are my keycaps. My little baby scale, super important. I got some new chalk pastels as well, and my pliers. Found them. The next day, which was a Friday, ended up being a very chaotic day for me. It really put my I can work from anywhere mentality to the test. I was running a bunch of errands with Mr. Uncomfy and at the same time preparing for my shop drop that night. But this is where Mr. Uncomfy likes to get his hair cut. I also saw on TikTok that there's a little stationery store here as well, so I decided to hit two birds with one stone and go along with him. So while he was getting his hair cut, I went to visit Memoji. This was like the sticker motherland. There were so many sticker sheets and cute little decals for journaling and like icon cards for K-pop fans. It was so cute. I wasn't too impressed with their pen collection. I have another favorite Japanese stationery store in Rhino that I really like to go for pens, but this place was really good for stickers, I would say. And then after that we had lunch, and during my lunch I actually ended up taking a lot of meetings, so the cellular on the iPad came in handy. Hi guys. Okay, this is kind of crazy, but in 30 minutes, we're gonna open pre-orders for my shop. I'm feeling a little bit hectic because we're literally leaving for dinner right now. I'm also really excited. It's crazy because I put my mind to this yesterday and everything's already been put in place. I made things easier for myself by not making any new characters other than the Year of the Horse charm. But other than that, it's just characters that I've already made before, like Tangerine Maxine and my Matcha Bear. Just like a test batch just to see how everything goes. I posted it on my story yesterday and I already have an Instagram post ready for when the pre-orders go live. Hopefully everything goes well. They don't have to sell out immediately. I'm not anticipating that, but at least it will be open, and that's like the biggest step ever, you know? And once we get the orders in, then we can actually sculpt and I'll be happy. I'm just getting all my stuff ready to go to dinner now. We're gonna have crawfish because all of a sudden it feels like summer here in Colorado. It's like 80 degrees, so that's why I've been wearing tank tops and I've been like sweating in every portion of this vlog. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
All right, Tammy, and we're going live.
The website went live like 6 minutes ago. We have nearly 200 visitors, which is crazy. I had no idea how well this would turn out because it's been so long. This is also like the latest time of day I've ever done a shop update. Usually I do it in the morning, like 10 a.m. my time, but now it's 7 p.m. So it's nighttime for mostly everyone, and in the UK it's like 1 a.m., which I feel sort of bad about, but there's plenty of pre-order slots. I put like 100 down, 100 items total that I'm willing to make this month. So I forgot about the thrill of a shop update. I'm so thrilled right now.
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank.
All right, guys, I don't think I ever showed like a little tour of the studio now that it's pretty much done, but this is what it looks like. My desk is currently in use because I just got done with a meeting. I've been testing out this new little tripod because I personally struggle with using new equipment because I've been using the same tripod ever since I started YouTube. This old girl is really big and bulky and literally on her last leg. Like I can't collapse these legs because they're broken. So we're trying something new. This one's also like really sleek. Nothing's changed much over here. I finished cleaning up my clay cart. I don't think I ever showed that. Everything is in this place. I found all the eye pins and I've organized all my clay cutters and clay colors. In here is just a ton more clay. I think because I wasn't sculpting as much, I've just accumulated a lot of clay. I cleaned up this area a bit, so I know where all my supplies are now. These guys are ready to be used. And I'm honestly most proud of this little wall here. I put some of my clay supplies here. YouTube sent me this cute little sign, so it's just sitting there for now, but behind it is my calculator and my tape measure, which I actually use quite often. YouTube also sent me this cute little neon sign. I also put my little vintage radio here and my backup keyboard. I like displaying her because she's just so pretty, but for the most part, still trying to keep this desk clear so that I can actually use it, but also have it be like a pretty little background for my videos. And that, my friends, leads to the end of this vlog. I hope you guys liked the new format. I've been really enjoying these low pressure but longer vlogs because I realized that my goal for this channel is really just to be a comfort creator, a companion to your other endeavors in life. Whether you're crafting or working on your own small business, I hope you guys liked this longer video. Even though it's less flashy, it took just as long to edit because it is longer, so I'm so happy to be back. Please let me know in the comments how you've been. The next video will be a lot of sculpting because my shop is open now. Yay! Everything is sold out, unfortunately, but I plan to do a monthly pre-order drop. Like, I really want this to become a regular thing. So yeah, I love you guys and I'll see you next week. Bye!
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm lining up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly